Hi, welcome. This recording is here to give you a high-level overview of Making Tax Digital for income tax, what it is, when it's coming, and who will be affected. My name is Lucy Burton, and I'm Head of Client Services at DT Group. And if you have any questions or need support after watching this, feel free to reach out at inquiries@team-dt.com. So let's get into it. What is Making Tax Digital for income tax? It's HMRC's new way of collecting information about the profits you're making sooner than the traditional 31st of January deadline. Under MTD, you're reporting your business income and expenses to HMRC every quarter using high-level tax categories. It's not just about frequency, it's also about accuracy. You'll be keeping digital records and using MTD-compatible software to submit your updates. Who is impacted? This change will impact self-employed individuals and landlords. Once you hit the threshold for Making Tax Digital, HMRC will remove the option to file manually. So stay tuned to understand how you'll need to submit your information. If you receive income as a landlord or self-employed person, HMRC refers to this as qualifying income. Key dates to remember. Your qualifying income is based on your 24-25 tax return submitted January 2026. Here's how the threshold works. Over 50,000 qualifying income, you must follow Making Tax Digital from April 2026. Between 30,000 and 50,000, you're compliant from April 2027. And anything over 20,000, you'll become compliant from April 2028. Your quarterly submission periods. So once you've signed up, these will be your default quarterly periods. You can request to be reporting from the 1st of April, but the default is from the 6th of April. So quarter one will be the 6th of April to the 5th of July, submission by 7th of August 2026. Quarter two is the 6th of April to the 5th of October, so this is now year-to-date basis, and you submit this for 7th of November. Quarter three is again year-to-date, 6th of April to the 5th of January, submit by 7th of February. And finally, quarter four is the 6th of April to the 5th of April, so that's the full tax year. And you need to submit this by 7th of May 2027. Your final declaration replaces the current self-assessment, and therefore this is due to be submitted by the 31st of January 2028. If you're unsure whether Making Tax Digital applies to you, reach out today at inquiries@team-dt.com. If you're still unsure whether Making Tax Digital applies to you, we have this next work example. So let's consider I have a LLP and I have profit share of £10,000. I also have a self-employment income of £51,000, and I'm also employed and therefore have a salary of £9,000. My total earnings are £70,000. For April 2026, I am therefore compliant for Making Tax Digital because my self-employed earnings are above the £50,000 threshold. If, however, I was client two and I had profit share, so potentially partnership earnings of £10,000, I have self-employment earnings of £20,000, and my employment and therefore salary earnings are £40,000. Again, my total earnings are still £70,000. However, because my self-employed earnings are below 50, I no longer am compliant for Making Tax Digital until April 2028. Once you know Making Tax Digital applies to you, the next step is choosing your accounting software. You'll need software that is cloud-based, supports full digital record keeping, connects to HMRC for Making Tax Digital submissions, and allows you or your accountant to file quarterly updates and your final declaration. We use Xero and QuickBooks Online, and both platforms offer great deals available, so keep an eye out if pricing matters. Next steps. Book a call with me today using inquiries@team-dt.com if you have any questions or would like support with Making Tax Digital. We can help set you up for Making Tax Digital. Remember to authorise your accountant. If your accountant signs you up, HMRC authorisation is handled automatically. However, if you sign yourself up, you'll need to complete this step manually. And don't forget to register with Making Tax Digital compliant accounting software. If you haven't done already, now is the time. Thanks for watching this high-level overview. If you'd like a copy of this pack for free, or if you have any additional questions, please get in touch. I'm always happy to help. I look forward to hearing from you.